For my unit plan was to target seniors in high school ranging from 17 to 18 years old. This is the first unit of multiple. This one is just a more of an introduction to get students thinking about their plans for after graduation. To catch the students' interest, I feel like there is just the need to express how important it is to them to make a plan. The point of this unit is not going to be to get them to think towards college, but also other different aspects of what could get them to where they want to be. So is that going to be trade school? Is that going to be employment, entrepreneurship, things of that nature? So to start, that would be the introduction. So it would be a resource or homeroom class. This is set for 1 month, first unit. The lesson that I modeled and went through was my introductory lesson, which would be obviously introduction to the students about what this lesson would entail and how it would tie together for the other lessons in the unit. So this lesson is the introduction, and that would start to get students to participate by starting with what they are already thinking about doing after graduation. And then I'm going to introduce a test. There's lots of different sort of aptitude career tests that you can pick from. I found a very simple one to use for this project. I would show the students how to do it, and then I would give them time to do it, let them go through and answer all the questions, look at all the answers, and then I made a form that I would hand out to them for them to write those things down. After they have had some time to look and see what they would be interested on that list, would bring the class back together, ask for student participation, going through each one, what did you get, and then having them break up into groups according to similar results. And then once in those groups, the teacher or the counselor will step back, and then the students will get into their groups, get on their computers, and start exploring the requirements to meet some of those careers that were suggested to them. After about 15 minutes or so of them exploring, 12 to 15 minutes of them exploring, then we bring them back together again, call on students to see what they had found out. Every student should be leaving the classroom with a list of possible careers and the requirements. They will be asked to bring those back to the next unit. And the next unit would be to look at college and how that could be the path that leads to these career options. The next unit would be, well, is trade school what you need, and then how to go about that for that. And then the last one would be, or is it just working up the ladder, or starting your own thing, and then going through those steps for that unit. And then there would be different units to go into more depth of each of those choices. So for this, I did time everything out. I also made this PowerPoint to be able to go through, so they know like where we're at. It's time to group up. It's time to answer these questions. It's time to tell us what you found. Is all on this PowerPoint that would be up behind me, just to keep everybody on track. And then I developed just a really simple form for them to use, and then there would be another form with more spots in it for the next course. Like, so is college the way to go? These are the requirements, what they find out there. And this is reason is to do this early, so then they have a good sense of, this is what I want to do, this is not what I want to do. Just getting them thinking about it. This is a big transition for a lot of students. They're leaving home, they're going off into college, they're starting a job, they're trying to find that balance between all of that. And so the more we can help prepare them, the better off that they will be. To end after they have come together and we have gone through, what did you find out? What are the requirements for your job that you're possibly thinking about? Then we would kind of answer any questions at that point that they still had. And then we would also, like I said, mention what is going to happen on next week. So then they're thinking about it already. It's not the most fun topic, and a lot of students get very stressed out trying to think of what's the future to hold. As a lot of us know that juvenile brain is not even completely developed at this time, and so that plays a large role in their decision making. And so the more that we can offer them the support, like I said, the better off that they will be. And it is also a good lesson plan for the students to just get really introduced with the counselor. I foresee a lot of the students, at the end of the lessons, like college, getting with the counselor, so then more specific plans can be tailored to each student. I never had anything like this done when I was in high school. It's one of the reasons why I think that it's important, and also in the work that I have done in the past with youth. I know it's not really approached this way, but I have gone through all of these different, avenues and pathways with the youth that I have worked with. So I just think that it's really important that schools not just guide our youth to go to college, because that's not right for everybody. And so to really let them know what their options are, so that they can grow as critical thinkers, and they can learn how to plan accordingly, and they can, with having the counselor come in, they can have, build a strong relationship with an adult that can help them succeed in these goals for after high school is over. So that is my unit, and that is one of my lesson plans. It is very simple. I know it's not very in-depth, but I think that it's a really good starting place to go from, and just to kind of build that rapport with students that you might not have that with. Because a lot of those times when you are the school counselor, you're seeing kids because of behavioral issues and things like that, not just those successes and in preparation for positive experiences. I feel like a lot of the times it's just, maintaining or cleaning up messes or trying to fix a situation. That is all.